Hello and welcome back to Diablo 3. With me is Zarin.
Just Zarin.
Just Zarin. Today we're going to be looking at Kanai's cube. Well, rather, Zoltan Cool here first.
Well, I mean, I'd look at him all day.
And his fucking way of, like, resurrecting himself constantly.
I mean, look, he's a man who wants a certain thing that might be immortality or infinite power
Or just being a ghost bat dude, like, all the time.
I'm trying to think what Spike Spiegel wanted. I guess he's one that blonde chick named Julia. I guess. I mean, I don't know.
So he's telling us about a little thing.
Actually killed me. Of course, this was not my first time stepping.
Oh,
through
he's
that
just
door.
salty about
And I
the.
imagine it won't
He's just
be
salty
my
about the events
last.
of D3
Fortunately, I am
vanilla.
well prepared. Some would say that
What really surprises me is this is not like an in-house Blizzard voice actor, and they just got him back just for this thing that was added in a patch.
Don't understand the sheer
You know, I think that they've been
wonder
hiring a lot of external
being
voice actors
Sultan
recently, though.
Cool.
Yeah, but like it just surprises me when things come out for a patch of a game that doesn't have a monthly fee or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess
So-
that's fair.
The thing we need to look at now is there's a new area called the Ruins of Secheron, which kind of a mountain that got blown up in Diablo 2. So we got to go through here and try to find this artifact that Cool wants us to find.
Oh,
Baal has invaded Secheron, but we will
the
fight
barbarians
until
are all
we
Scottish,
are no
judging by
more.
his red hair and
For we
beard.
are all that stands between
And the
him
accent,
and
yeah.
our sacred mountain.
No,
And I swear, by the blood of Bocathos,
And now I'm listening to this
hell
again.
will pay dearly
that
for
voice sounds
each of our
extremely
deaths.
familiar, and I don't know.
Yeah, you get a lot of that when you go back through and like actually pay attention to who voice actors are. It's surprising.
Chief Elder Kanai was the best of us. He could have been the next immortal king. None
How many immortal
have come
kings can there
close to
be,
bringing
though,
the
really?
tribes together since Warrusk. But Kanai could have been the one to change that with his indomitable spirit. Though as strong as 3 warriors, his true strength lay in his compassion.
You know, I'm not sure I've ever really heard anybody, like, unironically refer to somebody's strength as their compassion.
Yeah, well, this
I mean,
is a
it's
fantasy
like,
setting,
yeah,
so
it's definitely fantasy. It's one of the things you want to believe, but it's never true, like, ever.
basically. Other thing about this video, you'll notice we're playing on the Demon Hunter.
Who's we? You were playing a Demon Hunter.
Yes, I was playing on the Demon Hunter. This is at the beginning of the previous season, because the artifact we're trying to get is account bound. And you can only ever find it once on your account, with the exception of new seasons coming out, basically.
I guess the comedy here, I was going to say, we know it was the beginning of the season, because look at your tiny-ass numbers.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm using the Marauders 6 set here, which happened to be free.
Sweet revenge. My hatred is too low.
So this is just a special event that happens to be in the Secheron area.
Now, is this
And-
one of the things where, like, you can have, like, a billion different events in different areas, or are these events pretty well scripted?
No, these events are just all over the fucking place. I reset this area 3 or 4 times trying to find specific ones.
Okay, and you just got, like, a bunch of different events.
Yeah, I got a bunch of nonsense, which is unfortunate because there are some lore-specific ones I was trying to get. And I
gotcha.
lost my patience after a while.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, and, you know, in a way, it's kind of cool, right? They do that, but you can have the random events that, you know, increase the replay value of the story mode a little bit. But, like you said, if you're trying to look for one to go see it again, it's like, it's almost like you'd almost need to take every single
I need more hatred to do that.
random event, and you would try and document each one separately in a video, and
That's just, you're asking to do like 40 hours worth of work
I
per
have no
act.
control.
It's
right,
insane.
exactly, right. No, you're absolutely right. Especially because some are more rare than others, right? Like, I think that some achievements are getting some of the different events or whatever, and I remember Goon Chat would blow up and go apeshit when one of the dudes that was literally farming achievements found the rarest one, and he would invite some people in just to get it for the achievement.
But when Kanai was killed,
There's very much some that like I spent a few hours just trying to get the journal that would spawn after special events.
for he was truly our king.
Now this fella keeps talking about Kanai, and Kanai is actually kind of a special person in terms of in Diablo universe. He is named after a former developer that passed away, and there was a small video with this patch that came out talking about like him wanting this new kind of new way of dealing. What was the cube name in the Broderick Cube? That's it. He wanted something new in Diablo 3, and just he didn't quite get it, so they ended up naming it after him in honor of him.
So he really didn't have anything to do with it? He just sort of...
No, he passed away prior to the development, I believe. I'll link the video with the update. I think it's quite charming.
I'm not sure I saw the video, so yeah, it'd be really good for me to see.
As long as even one of them still lives, we are all shame.
Now, by the flesh eaters, is he talking about like corrupted barbarians?
Yes, that's correct. So we encountered one earlier. I forgot to mention it. Yeah, I think it was between books 3 and 4 or something.
Okay. Well, I mean,
we are moving quite a bit through here. I absolutely love this area, the aesthetic of it all, and there are a lot of problems with it, mainly being Diablo 3 problems, that a lot of the areas are very repetitive and you fight these same enemies constantly.
I mean, even that, but I mean, it's just, I think this is, and again, I agree, it's a really cool area, but it's, I think, easy to run a long way and run one direction, and just end up at a dead end and be like, fuck, and then you're going all the way back through.
Yeah, this area is, I shouldn't say it's non-linear, but there is very much, like, a certain path you have to take through it. Mind you, that's kind of randomized each time through, but...
Oh, yeah, this pillar event's pretty cool.
It's different compared to what you would normally find, but it's not too special. And that's basically most of the things we end up finding on the first map. There's a second map that we're now on that is kind of the important one.
Oh, I thought like the ziggurat like grew or something, or like stacked up or something.
Not quite. It's basically just a King of the Hill kind of situation.
Yeah, but I thought the ziggurat was moving the whole time. I guess maybe not.
Not in this event anyways.
I doubt I'm spoiling another event. I think I probably just remembered it wrong.
I don't recall, to be quite honest. So, with this actually, something else here. We're coming up on something kind of important.
I hope my video doesn't fucking decide it's time to buffer again.
So, the Immortal Throne. It's kind of the resting place of Kanai in a lot of ways.
Oh, buffering. Oh, there we go.
So we have all these spirits who fell in the mountain. And we have Kanai's corpse on the throne. So that was their other tribute in terms of Kanai.
Wait, did you just really say I just bitched about 9/11? You just said tribute? Like really? That just happened? Can you please leave that in? Thanks.
What?
Tribute at WMV? You did not know about this? Like,
no.
You can go to Google and or YouTube and type in tribute at WMV. It's like what puts something awful on the map. Besides that, and I guess well, I was thinking the all your base will belong to us, but
oh right.
Hey Gino, let's go ahead and just type in tribute at WMV in that search bar up there.
So, while we're just murdering
the YouTube
things.
search bar.
on
Sweet revenge.
with Demon Hunters, or the Marauders Demon Hunter is based around sentries, which are basically a little turret you put down, and the bonuses basically make it so it shoots whatever you shoot, so long as it's a certain set of abilities, and increases your damage per thing, or per sentry down. Oh look, it's Kanai.
Man, he just rolled up. He was like, "What's up?"
What's up, guys? I heard you wanted this artifact.
Kanai's cube.
He just gives it to us. Like,
You
what a
and
bro.
I will do great things with this, my friend.
But apparently we gave it to Zoltan Cool afterwards. We fucked up there.
He slapped at my face.
Just made me watch a goddamn 9/11 video.
Yes, I did. I did have you watch a 9/11
Complex
video.
rituals. When its potential became clear, they began to fear its power. The fools. They hid it
Well,
away,
apparently hiding it from you
even
didn't do a lot of good because you knew where it was.
to implement the Horadric cube, which they used for many years.
Goons, help! She's mad as shit because I had her watch Tribute.
And I'm fucking hormonal.
It's fine. It's a good video. Stop it. Help. Help.
I can't help you.
Nobody
So-
can.
So now Zoltan Cool will let us do a few things with Kanai's cube. The first one, extracting legendary power, lets us do things with weapons, armors, or jewelry. We can basically set those 3 different slots, and they gave us the legendary powers that would otherwise be in those slots.
It's reasonably cheap to do too, which is kind of nice.
Reforging a legendary just basically rerolls the stats. It's nothing too special, and it's extremely expensive, so it's generally regarded as something you only do at the end game.
After you have an item that's completely baller and it just needs a little bit of work.
Upgrading a rare item is probably the best fucking one, because you take a bunch of common crafting materials, shove a yellow item into the cube along with them, and it creates a legendary that is the same type as that item.
You know, you say
Which
that's
is
the
very
best.
good for, I say best, yes, but it's one of the better ones.
Well,
it
I
lets you specifically hunt down special things.
You say that, I recall trying to get that Hammer of the Ancients or whatever. That was awful.
Converting a side item is only really nice if you have multiples of an item and you're trying to complete a set. Otherwise, it's pretty much useless because the resulting item cannot be ancient.
It's pretty much early endgame type thing.
Yeah, and same thing with removing the level requirement. That's basically not going to happen unless you're trying to twink out a character for some reason. And even then, it's... what are you doing?
You're twinking. Duh.
Yeah. Converting gems. Eh.
You
It
find enough
has its
gems.
uses in the end game, but
Maybe? Like, I found so many gems, I didn't even care.
I had to do it a few times. Same thing with converting crafting materials, kind of eh. It's there if you need it, it's not too special.
Really not special. Like, I don't think I ever used this one, like, ever.
And the last one, another endgame as fuck thing. Basically, you put an item into the cube along with a legendary gem of a certain rank or higher, as well as the gem type that would give you primary stat. So basically, combining those 3 things will give you a whole bunch of, or it'll give you 5 intellect, strength, or dexterity, or vitality, depending on the gem you used on that item, consuming the legendary gem as well.
Yeah, and honestly, and again, that's so endgame, I'm not even sure I ever really got to it. I'm not sure I buffed my gear like that, just because I was still trying to find the correct gear when most everybody gave up on the Korean grind that is the end of this game.
Oh yeah.
But in theory, it was really cool.
Oh no, it was great when I did it on my wizard. Like, he has an insane amount of stats.
Oh, you know, and I guess that makes sense, right? Because you were a wizard. I mean, I was playing the support characters. It was like, my stats literally didn't matter. Nothing could kill me.
You get a minimum of 250 intelligence for a wizard, and that's worth a lot of Paragon levels.
Yeah, and like at that point, like there was a buff bot, nothing could kill me, and I couldn't do any damage, so it was like there was no point.
Yep.
Why'd I play support again?
I really don't know.
Oh, because we needed one, I guess. Blizzard, please, stop the support meta. For the love of God. Help.
And now we're gonna look at some of the weirder parts of Kanai's cube. Namely, it has to do with two very specific items. I'm gonna have to find in my inventory now. I probably should have done this previously.
Yeah, it's alright, you know. Show everybody your bags.
They're very full.
Yeah, you'll have that nonsense.
The first thing is the bovine bardiche, and the second thing is a puzzle ring. I'm gonna shard and get rid of this amazing ancient bovine bardiche. Hello, Kanai's cube.
Boy.
So if you were to say just take this bovine bardiche, and instead of doing any actual crafting recipe or anything, just go ahead and transmute it. And normally this message doesn't pop up that items in the cube will be consumed, but
If that's what you want.
Oh, witchcraft is this?
instead we're gonna go to a place that leads to a place that does not exist. The Burning Hells are not responsible for the events that transpire here. If you claim to have been to this place, you will be called a liar, void where prohibited.
Leave it to California and their disclaimers and all that other shit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what the heck's going on in here. Not the cow level, of course.
Yeah, it's like...
Of course, there is a fucking cow level in Diablo 3. I don't know why this would surprise anyone, but it's here. It's also a place where you will get a shitload of resplendent chests, so it's an amazing place to farm up yellow items or anything like that.
And wasn't there something where at one point it was like actually worth doing like Magic Find or whatever, and then they nerfed Magic Find, and I can't.
I don't think I played hardcore at that point. By hardcore, I mean like playing a lot.
The music's pretty dope though.
So there is also a shitload of elites in this area.
Oh, shrines as well.
Yeah. Which... really the main reasons you'd be coming here is basically to shard a whole bunch of shit, which personally I don't really enjoy doing this. Actually we found the trigger that I was looking for. So the cow level is pretty expansive. It's about the size of the Fields of Misery in Act 1. It's pretty large. You just find these things all over the place, and really I, for the most part, can't be bothered to go through the entirety of these areas anymore.
We could do the Cow King event, and it's actually, you can do the Cow King event and not fuck up your game forever, like Diablo 2, so thank you. Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson probably wasn't involved in this project by the time this came out, actually, was he?
I don't know.
Wait, did Jay Wilson quit Blizzard?
He did recently, yes.
Yeah, so even before Legion came out, he left, like... I'm not sure how I feel about this.
So these cows are electrical, like they would be in Diablo 2. This is just a huge Diablo 2 thing.
And gold thing. But there's other gold things, aren't there, Coobs?
There sure are.
Oh, look at all these chests.
Look at all these chests.
Look at all these legendaries we didn't get, because this is not where you go for legendaries.
No, this is not. So let's return to town. That was one of the nice special event areas that Kanai's Cube can get you to.
It's kind of cute, but honestly, in my opinion, it really didn't have a place as far as like the farming game.
No, it was basically one of those things that you need a lot of crafting materials. Well, here you go, and bovine bardiches generally aren't the easiest thing to find. So
I still felt that, you know, if I needed stuff, generally I needed whatever came out of Greater Rifts more than I needed that.
Yeah, so the very worthwhile thing to do is a puzzle ring. Putting that in the cube and consuming it.
Puzzle ring, all that does is giggle and make me think there's a goblin around. Fuck the
And
puzzle
instead,
ring.
it brings us to the vault.
Whoa!
Which this place is fucking amazing. See all these valuables? Fuck it, it's gold. There's gold everywhere.
And now this is the place where if you were min-maxing, you would actually change your Paragon points to max out gold, and you'd put on a whole bunch of different shit. And not only that, I mean, look in the background. Like, the backgrounds for this are amazing.
This is where all the goblins are from. Speaking of which, there are always guaranteed to be goblins in these areas.
Yep, I think you're always guaranteed at least one goblin in this first area.
At least one in this second.
Yeah, usually hiding in a pile
Usually
of valuables.
2, yeah.
Right here, yeah. No, it's always 2. One here and one up higher. Oh, there's legendary. Yep.
And one up here. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Gelatinous Sire. This is an interesting goblin. So when he
Best
dies, he
goblin.
does't drop loot. He instead drops copies of himself, which you then kill. And then they make copies of
drops more
themselves,
loot.
and then cause your entire screen to be filled up with legendaries and
The
various
best
things.
goblin.
That goblin can be kind of hilarious because it's one of the ones that will lag your game the most when he explodes into a cacophony of loot. And yes, a lot of this gold and all that is super worthwhile at the end game because, well, you need gold to empower rifts, especially at the high end, so you can increase your gem level, so you can do higher, greater rifts and complete that cycle repeatedly.
Which is coming to WoW. Yes. I'm actually legitimately excited about that.
It is a decent mechanic, it's just, it tends to be very grindy, which I'm becoming less and less of a fan of in some ways.
Says the person that has 3 copies of Record Keeper installed on his devices.
Shh. So, of course, there's
Sorry.
a boss at the end of this. It's fine.
The best boss.
I mean, look at her. Like, there's nothing wrong with this event. Like, I'm just gonna take this footstool. Oh, fuck.
What have you done?
I
You
made
woke
her
her
very
up,
fucking mad.
idiot.
Is it a man or a woman? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's, I mean, maybe that's how progressive Blizzard is. Actually, and these attacks hurt quite a bit. Like,
Especially these charges, but...
not even
say,
a
say
charge.
these charges.
Let's get
Okay.
a charge into the wall. There we go. Perfect.
That's what I was trying
Oh,
to.
a goblin. Sweet. Let's kill it.
So you can technically farm, I think, up to 10 treasure goblins off of greed here.
You can. And it's amazing. As long as you don't get hit by the chest, because that chest will fuck your day up.
Oh, look, another treasure goblin.
And again, we're kind of over geared for this point, but a lot of her attacks, even that like ground shattering one, will one-shot the shit out of anybody that's quote-unquote the appropriate level for this. Like, this is a very unforgiving fight to undergeared people, which makes it all that much more fun. And oh look, a chest. Goobs, can you click on it once? Look at all this stuff. Can you click on it like a dozen times here?
I could, yes.
And like, you can just sit here all day and giggle at the carnage that clicking on this thing does. And I know
Also,
some
the more
that-
people that click on it, the faster it goes.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm clicking on it. It's
And
this
it
is
triggers
pretty
for
much
everyone in your party.
it's pretty much the best place ever. Is what I'm trying to say.
Anymore.
And really, this is literally the best use of Kanai's cube. Fuck everything else.
No, take that back. Like all my good gear came from Kanai's cube.
Me too, but don't worry about that.
Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I never actually got an Ancient Blade of the Tribes, no matter how hard I tried, so fuck Kanai's Cube. Sorry. I just realized I don't have an ancient weapon. I played, like, the shit out of this character.
It's been interesting.
I suppose that's all for now with Kanai's cube.
I've heard so much about your adventure.
But,
Next time, I suppose we'll be looking at a little bit more lower areas of that have been added in various patches.
Yeah, but for real though, Kanai's Cube was honestly, I think, one of the greatest things that happened in this game because it allowed you to circumvent some of the most painful elements of the RNG and get yourself some decent gear. It wasn't perfect, of course, but I think it definitely added a lot to the game where it needed it. So,
Yes, it generally does cater to the people who play a lot more than anything else, and really those were the kind of people that needed the most help.
Yeah, because I mean RNG, I think in any game, if you, and I guess God, what was the name of that sword? Zinrock. In WoW, notwithstanding, RNG can be extremely painful for no good reason. So anything that helps you circumvent that sort of thing is it's a plus in my book. 10 out of 10 wood cube again.